Pancho, Panchito, tú eres mi amorcito. Ay, Pancho, Panchito, tú eres mi amorcito. Ay, Pancho, ay, Pancho.
Warning, the following videos aren't intended to hurt and or bully anyone. It's solely my job in salvation to report on what's going on with the YouTube community and give my opinion because my opinion matters. Sorry about that. Weenie Hut Junior discretion is advised.
Salutations.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm better. I had a really tough weekend, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Were
I
you
don't
were
know
you
what's
taking
going on.
like a mini social media break?
I was.
Okay. Well, my people here were saying to interview you really quick, if you don't mind, if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Okay. So, well, for the people that don't know, Miss Tampa here had collabed recently with Miss Goldie, and then Paeka was there, and then things started to fall apart. I did see partially of your video because you made a video, right, in response.
Mhm.
But would you say what occurred, if you want to like just give a recap for the people here, like what occurred for you, for you guys to all kind of fall apart, or just you fall apart with those two?
Well, I think Peika's main problem was that I called her a bitch.
Uh-huh.
I think that was the only issue with her. That day I had woke up. I don't know what happened that whole day after, but from what I heard, they were talking all day on live about me.
Yeah.
So when I woke up, automatically, like I'm in defense mode. Like, what's the problem? What's going on?
Yeah.
So when I get on live with her, and she's looking like, I heard you left go. Like, bitch, and if I did, what the fuck you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
So that's why I approached it that way because I'm so used. Let me, Pancho, let me say something.
Yeah. Well, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. It's kind of like,
I said I'm so used to having to be so angry and mean and aggressive,
yeah.
right? So automatically, if my feelings are hurt, I'm going to be mean and I'm going to be angry. I'm not going to cry on this live. I'm not going to tell y'all my real emotions because I've already set up this persona and people expect me to be a certain way.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So that's how I was. I got on, I immediately, I'm going to tell you what happened. Everything was fine. Everything was great. I let my guard down. We get to the interview. We say we're going to say one thing, and then she goes and blindsides me with something totally different. And it's not what she said, it's how she said it. They asked her and then another thing, because I know you and Paeka got something going on. I don't know.
Yeah. I still keep it neutral though, even if she doesn't like me. I'll keep it neutral.
Yeah, we'll keep it neutral. That's what I'm saying. That's why to her, it's only because I called her the B word. Me and her had a good vibe. I felt like it was during the podcast. Okay. So I get, if she's upset, I called her that. Get some thicker skin, baby, because that's not the worst word you can be called in the world.
Yeah.
So anyways, so yeah, the question was, would you ever F with Tampa in real life? I don't know if she thought that meant friend-wise, girl-wise. I don't know.
Yeah.
But either way, the way you answered, I felt like you did that on purpose. Like you were trying to embarrass me. Like you were trying to pull a fast one. So as soon as that happened, my mind went blank.
Yeah, because you guys, from what I understood prior to that, like you guys had already agreed to say one thing, and she was acting on live. Because I've been telling her how it is. I'm gonna keep it neutral, but from what I remember seeing Gold was she would be on live and she'd say, "Oh, Tampa's so fine, Tampa, blah blah." So once you got to the interview, you guys had agreed to say like that you guys were beeping with each other and stuff like that along the lines.
We were gonna say we were gonna go along with something funny, like Pega was gonna ask about her love life, and I was gonna say something like, "Oh, I got a girlfriend back home," and then Gold was gonna act jealous. That's what we talked about. So that even if we don't say or do what we're gonna say, still what she said and how she said it caught me off guard. I don't like the girl. I don't. If you ever see me on there with her, I was not hanging with my tongue out with this girl.
Because I have a question. A question here people were asking was, sorry if I look this way, it's because I got the questions over here. But they were saying if you had any actual feelings for Miss Gold like that.
No. That's not what this is about. This is about, I thought you were my friend. I wasn't expecting for you to say what you said like that, and it hurt my feelings as a friend.
Yeah.
As a friend, I have a man at home. I was just on live with my man. My man knows what's going on. My family knows what's going on. I never got on here like, oh, I'm going to eat you from the back. I'm going to blue, 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 blue. I never had to do any of that. Any of it. At all. I never had to tell her this, and that. Like, anyway, so it's much more deeper than that. It's much more deeper than liking someone, this, and that. She has a husband at home, okay? She's married. She has a husband. We both do. We've talked about this before. We're like, oh, our man, blah, 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 blah. So, like I said, my feelings were just hurt. As soon as I got to the car and we were done with during the podcast, my mind went blank. I had 1,000 things going through my mind. I couldn't believe what was going on. I did not want to be there. I wanted to leave. I felt like I was being snaked, and you can read that on my face.
Yeah, because people were saying that during the podcast. So was that question brought up in the beginning? Because people were saying in the podcast you kind of looked upset throughout the.
Yes, it happened within like 5-10 minutes into the podcast, and it caught me off guard. And they keep saying set up. I feel like I was set up. I feel like that was a setup. I didn't set anything up. That B&B, that was in my name. People keep saying, oh, you leaked it after she left. That was in my name. I take any risk for anything that happens. I left you in that B&B when I left. I don't know what you did. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. People were also asking, why is it that you left her? You left her just because you felt like she was being fake towards you?
Okay, so yeah, let's get into it. I got my phone and I fell asleep. I went to sleep. I'm going to go to sleep. I want to call my mom. I want to call people. I want to validate my feelings. I want to talk to somebody, but I can't. I'm in this car with this girl and I don't want to talk to her. I'm going to sleep. So I go to sleep. 3 hours. Now we get back to the B&B and we have a couple drinks. Now I'm feeling better. You know what I'm saying? I don't usually drink, but we're drinking now and now I'm feeling better.
Yeah.
So time goes on, whatever. We're having fun. And then I get a call. Now I have people in Corpus waiting for me, but they weren't up when we got there. As soon as I seen them in my chat, I said, please come to where I'm at. Right? Yeah. So they come. Me and Deb's from the block party, me and her, we had a moment in that room where I felt very safe and very vulnerable, and I started crying. And I started crying, and I started telling her, there's all these things that happen in my life, and I feel like when I let my guard down, it always happens like this. It always happens bad. Something bad happens. And this is what happened. It makes me want to cry now because, these are my feelings.
Yeah.
And I know I get on here and I act a certain way, but I do have feelings.
Yeah. I understand. So, my next question here is: a lot of people were saying, "What about with the neighbors? Did you see that girl's video that came out and said that you were like shadow boxing with the air or something like that with the door?"
Yes, I want to see it. I know it looks good. And I know it's
okay.
And the falling over things, like I guess what a lot of times people.
But we can't hear you. It's kind of muffled. It's kind of muffly.
I think some people think that I'm embarrassed by some things, and I'm really not. So, like, when they're like, oh, she was shadowboxing and she fell over the whatever, like, I'm ready to see it like the rest of you.
Damn. So that is true then. You were maybe just shadowboxing the air?
Oh, yeah. I was trying to get them to come out the room.
Oh.
I was like, come on now, bitch. I was like, I'm right here, bitch. I'm right here. Like, come out. And they wouldn't come out. I wouldn't either. Yeah. But... I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they did it. I didn't want to go to jail. It took a lot of growth. It took a lot. It put me in a position where I was uncomfortable, but it made me like realize certain things. So like when I was sitting next to her in that couch, I could have popped her in her shit, but I would have went to jail right then and there, right? I would have. If I would have gotten in a fight at that B&B, I wouldn't have went to jail. It was a lot of things, and I'm just glad I'm home, and I'm glad I opened my eyes. I'm glad I took the break because from what I hear, they're on here just talking away about it, and they're going to eventually get tired, and it's just funny to see. Oh, yeah, and I want to tell you something else about Gold's feet. Yeah. Okay, so it's so funny because I got in the car with my mom. Y'all guys, Pancheeto knows my mom. So
we can't hear you. It's muffly.
I said, my mom, and we're going to keep it real with you.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So when my mom picked me up from the airport, I was so mad, and I was like, oh, I hate this bitch. I could say how stank her feet were, and when she sat next to me, she had a spray perfume over them, and I was like, but I didn't say that. I didn't say it because I'm not that kind of bitch, and I should have said it, Pancho. I should have said it first.
Yeah, so you're saying allegedly she got the ash smell like with patas?
Yeah, it's not. Well, what she said was that the shoes are old, and she washed them, and they just stink. I didn't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a hateful girl like that. I didn't think nothing of it, but to hear and see everything she's saying right now is so crazy. Yeah. It's insane.
So did you feel bad? There's a lot of questions my Discord's asking. So did you feel bad for lagging on her on the meet and greet since you guys agreed on it, and then she just ended up doing it on her own? Did you feel bad?
No, not at all. I feel bad for the supporters. I actually told them if you guys did come for me, just send me a DM and I'll send you whatever I had when I pulled up. We got shirts, we got pictures, we got signed things. So if that's what y'all want.
Okay. And then who paid for the trip? You paid for it out of your pocket, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. And what's your like how do you feel towards Miss Pica de Gallo now that you see she's kind of been like ranting about you every here and there every day?
I wish her well on her journey. I hope that she gets whatever. I mean, I apologize for calling you the B word, girl. I didn't know it would affect you that much that you turn into a fake ass.
Yeah.
But you did, so that's on you. So yeah, nothing really. I wish them well. I hope they get whatever they deserve. Anything y'all deserve, I hope y'all get it, baby.
Damn, okay.
Good.
They're asking here what happened the GoFundMe money? What's that about?
The GoFundMe money was to go see Gold, I believe, and I went to go see Gold.
Oh, okay, okay. And they're asking for your height because the neighbor came on and said that you were really short. I don't know if you mind sharing your height, if that matters.
Yes, I'm 4'11".
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Um, let's see. So, do you think that you would ever like rekindle with Gold or Paeka anymore, or you just kind of?
Let me tell you another story and I'll tell you what lesson I learned from that. Okay. So when I first met Gold, the first time I ever seen her, she was on live getting her bottom golds done. And I don't know why she tries to be like me, but she
Yeah.
does. So she got her bottom golds done. I remember she threw shade. She was like, all these girls on here with fucked up bottom teeth on their grills, I'm gonna get mine too.
Yeah.
So to this day, she won't admit that she threw the first stone. And I brought it up in the podcast, and I'm sure I didn't watch it, but I'm sure it's not in there. But I brought it up plenty of times, and that right there should have showed me that she is not to be trusted if she cannot admit to her wrong. So it's a lesson for me. I don't regret anything. I would never rekindle. You only got to show me one time, baby, and you're out of there.
Yeah. Okay. I keep seeing here. They keep saying ask black girls. What's that about, black girls?
I guess she said something about my girls. I mean, first they said my girls were crooked, then they said they were black. My mom's right here. And then I took my grills out and I was like, what the hell? And I was looking, I don't got them right now, but I took them out. I showed mom. I was like, there might be a couple pieces of food in there, but they ain't black. They're gold.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, my mom's here right now.
all right, say hello. Have you? So I saw on part of the podcast you were saying that you do like anything for clout. So you basically, you're just trying to, like, what was that about? Can you dive a little bit deeper? You just do anything for clout kind of thing, or?
It depends what it is. I think whenever I was doing the Victor and Leah thing, I didn't know it'd blow up. I didn't know people would know who I am. I didn't know I'd be here talking to you. But it happened that way. So yeah, I chased the clout. I get it. And now people are using my name in their lives every day for the clout. But I got plenty of it, so it's cool.
Yeah. Okay. So what can we expect from Miss Tampabae going forward now? Like,
Oh my goodness, baby. I think I'm going to have to show bitches how it's really done, and I'm going to have to put my pen to a piece of paper and get some music out there.
oh, so you gonna start singing then? Those allegations were true that you want to be a singer or rock star. Rawr.
We'll see.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think that's most of the questions I have here for you, Miss Tampa. How's the relationship with you and Ash? You still just don't like her?
I guess Ash was talking about Heffa about doing a battle, so maybe we'll do a series soon and talk our little shit.
Oh, okay. Well, alrighty then, Miss Tampa. I appreciate you for coming on here. You know what I'm saying? And if there's ever any achievement in the future, I'll make sure to reach out to you again.